Hey everybody, welcome to your True Butt series. Today in our True Butt series, we're going to talk about clearing the hips. Okay, this is true, but there's a lot more detail that goes into clearing the hips than what you read in your magazines and etc. So I get students coming in all the time. I go, hey, what are you working on? Well, Lance, I'm trying to clear my hips. It'll give me more power. I think it'll keep the club face square longer. Yeah, that's all true. But there's a process that has to happen when you're clearing your hips. So when you clear your hips, there's a spot that the hips actually have to stop. And it's called laws of acceleration, deceleration. Here's the easy explanation for that. If I'm popping a whip, I accelerate really aggressively with my elbow and then it stops. So energy can transfer to the next segment, and then this stops and then energy transfers to the next segment. Same thing happens in golf. It's called kinematic sequence. So what happens is when I clear my hips, there has to be a spot that they brace and they stop. And what happens is when they stop, energy transfers to the next segment and then it stops. Energy transfers to the next segment and it stops. And then finally energy goes through the club. So what happens to people is they'll start clearing their hips and they never stop. So then they get these big blocks and these thin shots and they're hanging out to the right, they flip it to the left, they hit it off the toe. I mean, there's a million things that can happen when you over clear your hips without having that brace. So a really easy drill to kind of help you feel clearing your hips but also decelerating your hips is take your lead foot and turn it in and put the weight to the inside of it. So the weight's on the inside of my foot. Now I can clear my hips but not lose that. So once I have this post, this is only going to go so far and I can brace against it. So energy transfers to the next segment. And just take like a pitching wedge, 9-iron, something like that, and hit some shots doing that drill so you can get the feeling of clearing your hips, but not spinning out. So really important is that the hips do rotate, but there has to be a spot that they actually decelerate so energy transfers to the next segment. All right, see you on the range working on that. We'll see you soon. Thanks.